Okay, so there's a God of War show coming out. I don't know if everyone saw this, but I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. It might be all right. I don't know. I feel like the Last of Us adaptation has really given me a lot of hope because it looks solid. It hasn't come out yet, but I think one of the things that's been helping these adaptations theoretically is that people from the games are involved. Neil Druckmann is involved with The Last of Us show, and Corey, the Goat Barlog, is involved in the show. He's like a executive producer for the God of War show. I don't think they're doing the Greek stories. I think they're just doing the Norse stuff, and it has potential for sure because the Norse stuff too doesn't have as much like effects. It wouldn't be as CGI heavy as if they did the Greece stuff. Like imagine if they did the Kronos thing. That would be insane. I don't think that would work in the slightest. But the Norse saga, you can do the Balder fight. You can do the stuff with the giants at the end. Freya. It's a lot simpler of a story as far as how bombastic it is. Of course, the big questions are who could play Kratos and who could play Atreus, all those guys. I think Jeremy Davies, first of all, I think he should play Balder again. Same thing with Daniela Bruschetti, I think her name is, who plays Freya. They can play their characters, and I think they should. Jeremy Davies, we've seen in Lost. I thought he was really good in The Black Phone, the small time he was there. And Freya, she was great in Parks and Rec. I loved her in that. Christopher Judge, I know I've heard some people say he might be too old, but I think he could do it because Kratos is himself stunt doubles. That's why we have stunt doubles. If we can have old ass Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine still, Christopher Judge can play Kratos. It's fine. I think my boy Sonny is a little too old though. Yeah, especially to play young Atreus. If this was like Ragnarok Atreus, maybe. Maybe if we get to the point in the games where we have old man Atreus, Sonny could play him. But base kid Atreus, I don't think it's gonna happen. It'll probably be like Jacob Tremblay. I feel like that kid freaking just plays everyone. Or what would be cool is if you got Noah Schnapp and you just put him in, you kept him in the Stranger Things wig to make him look young. That could be cool too. But no, I think the fact that Corey is involved, it gives me hope because I don't think Corey would let this show tank. I feel like he has a very good understanding of the show. He has a respect of the game. I think it could work. And for those who don't know, Corey's done he did a lot of like research and prep, and he was like the mentor, the Anakin Skywalker to George Miller's Obi-Wan when he was making Mad Max. So yeah, I think he does have a lot of experience with film and other mediums outside of just games. We really got to see how The Last of Us show does first. I think that'll give me a better idea of how good these PlayStation shows are going to be moving forward. I would like Christopher Judge to play Kratos. If not, Yahya, he'd be my next choice probably. And he's a big like film, he's a name too that people would buy into because I feel like too it's not necessarily as simple as Corey or whoever's casting just being like, "Okay, Chris Judge, you got the part." They have to take into account investors and financiers and all that stuff because I don't think those people would be as willing to throw the millions and millions of dollars at a show with Christopher Judge who might not have a bigger name. They might want someone like that, and that's going to take some convincing. That's not necessarily always the easiest thing to do. I still would like to see Chris Judge do it, but I know it's a lot more complicated than just there he is, let's cast him. In order to be effective and to be good, it's going to need a relatively big budget. It doesn't have to be the Rings of Power or anything like that. I don't need no Balrogs in here. And hey, look, here's an idea. You have a troll, CGI troll. If you want, I'll make it in Blender for you. I'll make it in PowerPoint. Corey, I'm talking to you. And then you just recycle that fight several times, every episode. Every episode, you just show the same scene of Kratos fighting a troll. And that should be pretty faithful to the game, and it'll save us lots of money. So there you go. Free idea, Santa Monica, PlayStation, Corey Barlog. There you go. What do you think? Are you guys excited for the God of War show? Are you like, nah, F that? It's going to be trash. Yeah, let me know.